Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Build Something With Me, and I am your host, Max Action. This is where we have set a goal for 90 days, and we're building it day by day by day. And this is day number 18. I'm so excited to have you here. And we need to discuss something extremely important. But first, I want to give you a little update as to where I'm at on my day 18. So I have been creating these videos every single day without fail. I'm wanting to show up for you as well as showing up for myself. Number two, I'm starting to get more followers to all of my different social platforms. So if you are one of them, thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you and to share new tips and strategies with you to hopefully push you forward and help you become everything that you can be and want to be. I've also set up a seminar here locally that I'm going to start pushing, getting some more people into. We're going to film that, and I'm going to have that out as well. So if you're seeing this in the future, take a look for it. I'm going to actually put it out. I haven't decided on a name yet, but we'll get that out there, and I'll make sure that you have access to it, especially if you're watching this video right here. So let's get into it. One of the things that you're probably experiencing at this point, or maybe have in the past several days, self-doubt. The idea that you have great ideas, you have great desires, and yet you kind of are holding on to a little smidge of belief that maybe you can't do it. And that little smidge is just enough for you to worry about, can I actually take action on this? Can this actually be possible for me? And if you don't believe that it's possible for you, you're not going to take action on it. So we want to erase that self-doubt. We want to make sure that you have absolute certainty in your abilities to take action and to become the person that you want to be. Self-doubt starts with one big thing, and that is focus. What is it that you're focusing on? Because whatever it is you focus on, you're going to move toward. Now, if you've ever seen Formula One racing, IndyCar, any of that stuff, where these guys are ripping around the track at breakneck speed, just going as fast as they possibly can, trying to win the race. One of the biggest things that they have to remember is to look at where they're going. Because no matter what, wherever their focus is, that's where the car is going to go. So if they for a second take their eyes off of where they're going, off of the road, they're going to go veering into a wall, they're going to go veering into one of the other cars and end up wrecking on the side of the road. You might have experienced this too. If you've ever been walking somewhere and you've been focused on something else, and then you run into a pole, or you fall into a fountain, or you run into something that clearly was visible to everyone else but you. Why? Because of what you focused on. Wherever you focus on, that's where you're going to go. I recently saw a really funny video of this girl who she was so focused in on her cell phone as she was walking. She ended up taking a dive into a fountain at a mall because she was so focused on her cell phone and whatever she was doing that she couldn't see this gigantic fountain right in front of her. The question becomes, what are you focused on? Are you focused on your goal, the thing that we set for this 90-day experiment? Or are you focused on everything else? See, when you focus on your goal and that becomes your priority, every single action that you take is focused on getting to that goal. But once your focus starts getting fractured in different directions, especially if you start focusing on the self-doubt, then where do you think you're going to go? Do you think you're going to have massive success? Or do you think you're going to start doing all of those other things that people with self-doubt do? All of the distractions they start getting attracted to because they doubt themselves. All of the different things they shouldn't be doing. Watching TV, playing video games, doing all of the things that doesn't get them closer to where they want to be. And all because they feel that little bit of self-doubt. Focusing on self-doubt also has a massive impact on your time and the amount of time it takes you to get from where you are to where you want to be. Take a look at this. Have you ever heard somebody that says, I desire to have more money. I desire to become a better creator. I desire to have more coaching clients. I just don't have the time to do it. And what they're really saying is not that they don't have the time, but everything that they're focused on is taking up all of their time. See, it's not about what it is that you're doing. It's about all of the things that you need to stop doing. Look at anyone that's had the success that you want to have. What are they doing different from you? What are all of the things that you're doing that they're not doing? If you want to have the success that they have, you've got to start doing the things that they're doing and stop doing all of the other things that they're not doing. Because anytime that you experience this self-doubt, it starts distracting your focus to everything else. All of the things that don't matter, all of the things that just suck up your time, all of the things that suck up your energy and your focus. So when it comes time for you to finally take action, you have no energy left. See, we don't want to focus on the things that suck away our energy and our action. We want to focus on our main priority that bring us closer in to being able to get what it is we want in the fastest time possible. Let's do a little exercise. This is going to be an exercise in focusing your attention. So I want you to find a spot on the wall wherever it is you are. And I want you to pick one small point on that wall. And I want you to just focus on that right now. Focus your attention on that one point. And I want you to focus your attention so much that you've seen the room around you and you can see out of your peripheral vision. And I want everything in your peripheral vision to start to fade away as you continue focusing on that one spot. I want you to see everything in the periphery start fading out as you focus more and more and more on that one individual point. Because as you focus more and more on that individual point, I want you to notice some interesting things. Notice how everything else around you starts fading away. It starts becoming black because you are focused on that one point. And that one point that you're focused on is your goal. That's the thing that we're working toward during this 90-day experiment. Everything else that just faded away is literally everything else. All of those worries that don't matter, all of that self-doubt and those things that you think, I might not be able to do it. It's all of those hair on fire moments that after you've taken all your time, really don't matter at all. There are all of these things that are vying for your attention. They're trying to pull your attention, trying to pull your focus away. Keep focusing on that one point. They're trying to pull your focus away from it. Hey, over here, look at this thing. And all of that is simply a distraction. And you start focusing on those distractions once you start doubting yourself. But as you focus on this one thing, on this one point, I want you to focus on your ability. I want you to focus on your excitement. I want you to focus on your knowledge that you have the capacity every single day to direct your focus to this one point. And you can make a difference when you've changed your focus to stop worrying about that self-doubt and start focusing on how you're going to be successful right now, today. Okay, go ahead, shake that off. Shake off that tunnel vision that you have. That tunnel vision is going to come in handy for you, I guarantee it. But shake that off right now. And as you're coming back to the room here with me, I want to tell you a story about a guy that went to a circus and he saw an elephant. And this elephant had a chain around his ankle and it was stuck with a small stake in the ground. And the guy kind of thought to himself, it's like, clearly this elephant is big enough to pull this stake out of the ground and walk off anytime he wanted to. But he didn't. And he asked the animal trainer, why is this? This elephant is clearly big enough. He could just pull that stake out of the ground. Don't you worry about that? And the animal trainer said, not at all. And the reason why is because we had that chain around his ankle as he was very, very little. He was just a little baby and he was too weak to be able to pull it out of the ground. So as he's grown up believing that that stake can still hold him in place. And so he doesn't even try to move past it. Now this, my friends, this is the self-doubt that you're feeling. That self-doubt is the shackle around your ankle holding you to where you are right now. Because as long as you still believe that you can't be successful, you're going to stay right where you are. But as soon as you can focus on what's really happening, when you can focus on that one goal that you have, and you're convinced, you have certainty that no matter what, you're going to take action every single day because you're committed to achieving your goal. All of a sudden, that self-doubt evaporates into thin air. And you pull that stake out of the ground and you start marching in the direction that you want to go, rather than staying tied down to all of the limiting beliefs and all of the self-doubt that you used to have. If all you're focused on is the past, then you have no way to progress into the future. Where you put your focus is going to direct where you go. If you're only thinking about the failures of the past, then you're not focused on the actions and the success of your future. I get it. Sometimes that self-doubt creeps in, and you're thinking, I believe I can do more. But it's scary to think that, because I don't want to get my hopes up and imagine myself being successful only to be let down. I get it. But here's where things are going to change for you. I want you to step forward outside of your comfort zone. And it's going to feel a little bit scary at first, I know. But take that first step. Prove to yourself that you can move past where you are right now. Direct your focus forward on where you want to be, on that goal that you have, and keep taking steps every single day to get there. Might you feel a little bit of self-doubt occasionally? Absolutely. And that's a sign for you to refocus on what really matters, on your goal, on your belief, and on your action. As long as you have that tunnel vision on your goal, you're going to keep taking action. And this 90 days is going to be the best 90 days that you've ever used. So what are you waiting for? Focus on what it is you want. Throw away that self-doubt. Get out there and take action now.